Fake news has been so rampant in the Philippines that 1 in 2 Filipinos has difficulty spotting false information.
Now, experts warn the public about fake online receipts created using artificial intelligence.
This looks like a legitimate transaction receipt from an online banking app, but that receipt is fake and AI generated.
Journalism professor Danilo Aro believes that media literacy should be taught in tertiary education, not just in communication and journalism courses.
So, hello.
Hello.
So, my question for you is, how do you define media literacy in your own words?
Okay. Hello, I'm Alison Jane Siguho, and for me, media literacy is your ability to analyze and understand the message or information that we see, whether on TV, news, or social media. Like for example, we use phones every day, right? We always browse on social media, and we see thousands of posts like news about politics, funny videos, AI photos, or AI generated reels. So none of it is actually true. So media literacy is your ability to analyze that information. So we don't just believe and share things right away. First, we ask this question: so why is it true? Who made this post? So we learn a lot. We learn to spot what is true and what is not.
Second question is, why do you think it is important today?
Why is it important? Well, there are three reasons. First is the information overload. With too much information, there's also too much fake news. Okay, and the second is AI now can create videos or photos that look 100% real, and it can be very misleading. So, and the third is there are many posts or advertisements that are designed just to hook your emotions, not to give you the whole truth. Like for example, there's an advertisements about the game that if you try to play that game, they give you a $10 reward. But when you try to play that game, it actually takes years to get that reward. Okay, so media literacy protects you from being harmed or being manipulated. So it helps us make good choices, form our own opinions, and most of all, it turns us into a responsible digital citizens. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kate Margaret P. Ramos, and to answer that question, in today's rapidly advancing digital age, technology has made communication faster and more accessible than ever before. Through the digital platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and other digital platforms, people are given the freedom to express their opinions, share their beliefs, and engage in discussions about important societal issues. Information can now reach millions of individuals within seconds, allowing society to become more connected and more informed. However, alongside these advantages comes the growing problem of misinformation and fake news. False or misleading information spreads quickly in online, often influencing the way people think, communicate, and even make decisions. Many individuals unknowingly believe and share inaccurate content without verifying whether it is true, which can lead to confusion, fear, division, and even poor judgment. In serious situations, Misinformations can even manipulate public opinion and damage trust within communities. Well, this issues highlights the importance of promoting digital responsibility and critical thinking. As members of technology-driven society, people must learn to question the reliability of the information they encounter and avoid spreading unverified claims. Media literacy should be encouraged so individuals can become more aware, analytical, and responsible users of digital technology. By practicing fact-checking and mindful communication, society can prevent the harmful effects of misinformation and create a more informed and truthful online environment.
Good day, I am Samantha Baina, and to answer that question, social media is a broad platform wherein all ages can access it, from toddlers, children, kids, to adults, such as students, and even the younger ones. So, how can we bridge the gap between communication and spreading false information online? So, as social media users, we need to be responsible and media literate, in which we can mitigate, not fully solve the issue here, but mitigate the spread of false information. An example of that is before we publish or post any news or informations that can mislead if we intend to.
So, hello. My question for you is, how can effective communication and media awareness help solve the problem of low media literacy in society?
I'm Vonestad Piabeso, and effective communication and media awareness can help solve the problem of low media literacy by teaching people how to think critically, verify information, and communicate responsibly online. When people understand how media works and learn how to fact check sources, they become less likely to spread information and more capable of making informed decisions. Through proper education, open discussions, and responsible use of social media, society can become more aware and media literate.
My next question is, in one word, what comes to your mind when you hear the word media literacy?
Validation. Responsibility.
Well-informed.
And for the reporter's questions, that what one word that comes to mind when I think media literacy, it's awareness. Because to be media literate is to be aware of what's happening across the world to some extent. Even if you don't look for it specifically, you'll find bits and pieces of it everywhere. It's kind of hard to miss.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And for the question, can communication help fight information? Yes, because clear, responsible, and truthful communication helps people identify false information and spread accurate knowledge instead.